What we did a few moments ago at the top of the hour was go ahead and show you a couple of the previews, and the Krud Kutter was certainly one that we wanted to show you. One of the things for me when it comes to cleaning around my home with not only pets but also my beautiful family, I want to make sure that I'm cleaning as safely as I possibly can. Now, this is biodegradable, made here in the US. This is for all surfaces. And this will cut down at a bio level to make sure that you're getting rid of all those nasties there. You're talking about kitchens, bathrooms, the sinks, the tubs, the tiles, the clothing, patio furniture, you name it, $19.95. You're getting a 32 ounce plus a 1 gallon bottle, and a man who cannot stand the crud. Yes. Is Mr. Kerry McNally.
Good morning.
Welcome.
How are you, sir?
I'm well, thank you.
Always a pleasure to see you. Yes, Rust-Oleum is a brand, an international brand that was started here in the United States back in 1921, and Rust-Oleum is a brand that we're all very familiar with. This is Krud Kutter, part of the Rust-Oleum family. It's completely benign. That means that it has the DFE approval and the EPA. So it's designed for the environment, and it's safe for you, for your family, for your pets, for your plants, and the environment. But it is super powerful, right? Because when you get that DFE designation, it has to do two things. It has to beat or be as good as the leading brands that have all the toxic chemicals in it, but it has to be safe for the environment. So when we talk about using it on any surface in your house, from the ceiling to the floor and so much more, you have something that's safe and super effective. Here's a really good example. This features surfactants. Now, surfactants break up grease and oil and dirt at the molecular level. If you're familiar with surfactants, you know that they use surfactants in 2010 during that Deepwater Horizon oil spill. And that's what they used to break up those millions of gallons of oil. And you can see that right there. Look at all of that that's coming out of this grill live on the air. Look at the difference between the left and the right. And these are the results that you're gonna get. This is why so many people love this product, not just on hsn.com, you can go to any other website, you're gonna find it. And I wanna show you live how that works, Jeff, on like a piece of oil. Now this is used motor oil, and I'm gonna take my Krud Kutters and just put a couple of drops in there. Look at this. Well, look what's happening.
Wow. So that's motor oil you just put on
motor oil, and it's breaking it up on a molecular level. Look at it, it just separates it.
This is biodegradable.
Completely biodegradable, completely non-toxic. That's why Rust-Oleum made it a part of their family, and Krud Kutter has a lot of products that are completely benign for you and your family, but are super effective. If it's safe for the environment but doesn't work, what's the point? And if you don't love this product, I want you to send it back. But you're gonna feel so good about this here and here, because when we talk about cleaning things like a microwave oven, why do we put toxic chemicals that say, use in a well-ventilated area?
Right.
Keep away from children, pets, and plants in things like a microwave where we are putting food, we're using cleaning products, and then shortly after we clean up something like a microwave oven with toxic chemicals, then we put food in it and then we eat that food. We're smarter than that, and this is a better way to clean effectively in and around areas where you and your family are living and breathing, and we don't have to do that anymore because we have these state-of-the-art products like Krud Kutters from Rust-Oleum that do all of this super effectively without any of the harsh chemicals. This is baked on with like a blowtorch to simulate the same, you know, things that happen in like a commercial kitchen.
And Kerry, there's no odor.
There's no odor whatsoever. You don't have to wear a mask. You'll never have to wear gloves. You don't have to use these in a well-ventilated area. I remember before I discovered Krud Kutters, there was a time when I was cleaning the bathrooms. I had a bunch of people coming over for the holidays, and I almost passed out. And I called my sister, and I thought, because I hadn't eaten enough that day or whatever it was, or maybe it was under the weather. I called my sister, and she said, well, what were you doing? I was cleaning the tub. With what? And I told her, and she said, well, you're combining two chemicals that are really bad together.
Right.
And no wonder you weren't feeling well, because those chemicals are very dangerous. And when you combine them with these other chemicals, now you have a really bad situation. This is completely benign. It's biodegradable. It's non-toxic. It's approved by both the DFE, designed for the environment, and the EPA. So you can use it in the bathroom around things like toilets, or you can use them in the kitchen where you're getting these kinds of results. I'll just do this again live. I'm really not having to even scrub with this.
You can see it running off.
Yeah, like it's just running. It's running from the Krud Kutter. And now the other part of this value, which I'm really proud of, is take a look down here, Jeff. Now, it comes in a concentrated form, so you get this concentrated bottle, but also, check this out, come here. You get another huge gallon. So you're getting a gallon and a 32. It's 168 total ounces. Now, if you cut this at a 10-to-1 ratio with just H2O, just water, take a look at how much all-purpose, non-toxic, biodegradable cleaner you're gonna get. So imagine if each one of these bottles was like $3 to $5. I mean, people are buying Krud Kutter from Rust-Oleum, and they're buying it, and they've got it for like a year or two.
And if you think about that too, if you are spending that sort of money on one bottle, say $3, $4, $5 per bottle, you're getting 32 bottles here, you can do the maths.
Yeah.
But not only that, what are you cleaning with? What are you actually putting on your surfaces that your hands touch, that go to mouth, that your children are there, that your animals are there? This is completely non-toxic. It is biodegradable. Kitchen, bathroom, sinks, tubs, countertops, floors, I mean, even patio furnishing. This will cut through 100% biodegradable. You know, one of my, when you and I were chatting, DFE and EPA both approved.
Yeah, both approved, yes. And the other part of it too is sometimes you hear, oh, biodegradable, non-toxic, designed for the environment, EPA approved. But does it work? Right now, Rust-Oleum, again, has been around since 1921. They're not gonna get involved with a company that isn't effective. And to get that DFE designation, once again, it has to do two things. It has to be safe for the environment, but it has to work. And this is live, we're just doing this live. Oftentimes when you have these little inserts for your stovetop, you just replace these, right? You just go out and you buy new ones. And sometimes they cost $10 a piece and you need 4 of them. Look at this, live on the air right now, like that. So in the kitchen, in the bathroom, in any room in your house. I mean, there are guys out there that are super motorheads. They use it to clean the engine. Ooh. Any part of your car. Look at this, kitchens, bathroom sinks, tile, countertops, floors, clothing. You can pre-treat your clothing with this. Your outdoor grill will never ever look as good as it did the day you bought it unless you use Krud Kutter. Patio furniture and so much more, as I always say, from ceiling to floor and so much more. Here's a granite countertop right here that looks like it's clean. For baked on and caked on, we clean inside the refrigerator oftentimes with a product that's really bad for us. And we have cheese and all these other things that we put in there, open meats and fresh fruit. Use a product that's super effective that a lot of industrial folks are now using. Restaurants are picking up on. One of my favorite restaurants not far from the studios here at HSN, he loves it. And he's a world-class Le Cordon Bleu trained chef, and he loves it for 2 reasons. It's super effective in his kitchen, but he also knows it's better for his employees that are inside the kitchen. Here's a granite countertop that looks like it's pretty clean. It's hard to even tell what this should look like until you get after it with the Krud Kutter, because this is called Krud Kutters for that reason, because it really gets in there. It gets into the surface and gets rid of the stuff that's maybe baked on or caked on. If you have an investment property and maybe there's a smoker in there and you're worried about getting rid of nicotine stains, it's wildly effective on nicotine stains. It is perfect for somebody that owns a small hotel or a professional cleaning surface. Here's a really good example. Now, these aren't golf shoes, and I'm an avid golfer, but I clean my golf shoes with Krud Kutters because it really cuts through stuff, whether it's dirt. And
it's safe on the surface too.
Yeah, exactly. It's not going to damage anything. This is the reason we use this on so many surfaces, because it gets the stuff that's been there for a really long time. And I want to show you again, if you're just tuning in, why and how it works. This is, again, used motor oil. Take a whiff of that.
Yes, it is.
You can smell it, right?
That is oil.
Now remember, this is a surfactant. This is the same technology that was used to break up the Deep Horizon oil spill in 2010.
I mean, wasn't that horrendous?
Look at this. Look at this. That's just my finger, and that's used oil.
You're breaking it down.
It's just breaking it up into microscopic pieces that you could only see with a microscope, so that when you wipe it away, it's completely gone. Now here's the other part of it too. That was oil, right? Check that surface out. Touch it with your finger.
It's dry.
Bone dry now.
Bone dry. Nothing. By the way, there's no fragrance to the Krud Kutter.
None.
There's no odor to the Krud Kutter. What we're talking about there is the oil. And you saw how effective it is. All surfaces, 100% biodegradable, made here in the US. It's been a massive seller here at HSN during the holiday weekend. We're doing 2 flex pays. 1 flex pay, we're going to send it straight out to you. Remember, you got up to 160 ounces, so you're getting the 1 gallon bottle plus the 32 ounce bottle. You can break it down, cut it. What was the ratio again?
Yeah, just 10 to 1.
10 to 1.
So 168 total ounces. And what I do basically is you just keep this one as your concentrated and then use this with water. So you're talking about putting just a little bit of Krud Kutter here in the bottom, filling the rest up with water, and you're gonna get the equivalent of more than 32-ounce bottles of the diluted formula. Keep the concentrated for those real tough stains, but use this as a diluted formula, and this should last you months, if not years. Look at all the product here that this is gonna accumulate or become for you when you just add it 10 to 1 with water. Any surface in any room from your ceiling to floor and so much more. I love the idea that you can use it around pets. I know your wife is a veterinarian.
Big time.
And people out there, we love our fur babies, so whether you have cats or dogs or little ones, we have a new one on the way.
No way.
My brother has a 9-year-old and a 7-year-old, Jackson and Michaela, and he just announced to the family at Christmas
Surprise.
that we have another one on the way.
Wow.
Which is awesome. It's gonna be a boy, and they've already decided to name him Rowan, but he and his wife,
didn't think Jeff?
They're all organic with the food. No, Jeff.
I didn't throw Jeff around?
I threw it in there.
Did you? With a G?
It did.
I would have, you know, just to say.
A Jeff with a G.
That's important, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
with little ones out there, you want to use non-toxic, biodegradable products when you're cleaning.
We all want to keep our homes clean. We're all house proud, right? Even if you're renting, you want to keep it clean. But wouldn't you prefer, if you had the choice, we want it effective, I understand that. But if you had a choice to be able to use a product that is biodegradable, non-toxic, non-odor, and still get the results.
Yeah, look at that, live on the air. For your grill, things that are baked on and caked on. Thanks, Jeff.
All surfaces. You will absolutely love it. Stay on the phone lines. Kerry, you're the best.
Love you guys. Thanks so much.
Remember, 160 ounces in total there. Breaks it on down to all those bottles there. Go to our website, hsn.com, and put in your review and show us and tell us your experience, because that's what it's all about. Got a spotlight coming up for you right now. This is